Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having an awesome day. So it's been raining a stack here last night, so my skate park's a bit wet, so I can't really skate it today, but I thought instead give you a little bit of a guided tour of it. So follow me. Hey, so this is the first ramp I ever built. It's probably about 4 or 5 years old. Came out pretty good, made a couple of mistakes along the way, but nothing I couldn't fix. I'll give you a little bit of a rundown of how I've made it work. What I did was made up the sides of the curve that I wanted with a string line. Once you've made one, you can mirror it, cut it out with a jigsaw and make one for the other side. Then what I did, take you around the back here, is line the inside, as you can see, all the way up with wood beams across between the two. Then I ran a couple of support beams underneath, diagonally and along the back, just to give it that extra bit of strength, because I'm known for breaking things and I'm not exactly the nicest skater in the world. I usually hit ramps pretty hard, so I figured I may as well over-engineer it, make it a bit stronger than it needs to be, and it should last the test of time. So far, so good. It's been about 4 or 5 years and still going strong. On the side here, an old steering wheel from a car I had, so when you flip it over, you got something to grab onto. And on the front, basically lined it with a couple of layers of ply, as you can see. That's pretty much the only wood I bought. The rest of it I scrounged off the side of the road, stuff I found, that sort of thing. Bit of sheet metal at the front here, screwed into place so it meets the ground nice and snug. Then up the top here, a bit of old pipe. I used a trick where you drill a big hole at the front, a smaller hole behind, and then you can fit your screws through, secure it into the wood, and seems to work really well. So that's pretty much it. That's the first ramp I built. Did the job for a couple of years or so, but then I decided needed something a bit more, something a bit bigger, something a bit more fun. So I branched out. Okay, so on to ramp number 2. This is the small quarter I built to basically learn the intermediate tricks and beginner tricks, rock to fakies, rock and rolls, all that sort of gear in your stalls, 505s, all the fun stuff. It's probably about 3.5 foot high, same deal as the other one. Wood on the inside, cut the sides to shape, ply down the middle, bit of steel at the front to meet the ground, and then a steel coping to do all your fun stuff on. Again, like I said, that kept me going for another couple of months, but then I realised I probably needed something a little bit more to get a bit more speed up onto the other one. Okay, so next up, I built this vert ramp. It's basically the same overall height as the ramp at the other end, but just with a lot more vert, as you can see. I wanted to have something that gave a lot more speed when you pumped off it, and something that pushed the technical ability of your tricks a bit more. It works really, really well when you come hammering down off the other ramp, hit this one, pump hard, and you can get a good amount of speed to get the tricks you want to do at the other end. As you can see, I match the same curve as the small ramp all the way along, so it makes it basically into like a wide ramp with a step up, which makes for a bit more fun. Oh yeah, I also built this double spine ramp. Same sort of deal as a quarter pipe, just with 2 of them facing back to back, making a double spine in the middle. I made it so you could drag it out into the middle and basically have your fun, drag it out of the way if you want to have a speed run, or put it in the middle for an extra obstacle to mix it up a bit. Oh yeah, and lastly, I built this little box. A guy I knew gave me a flat rail, but it was a little bit too small and a little bit too thin for doing anything decent on. So I turned it into a little box for doing your manuals, ollies onto, that sort of thing. As you can see, the dogs love it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. The platforms you can see behind me on the ground are nice thick 12mm plywood, lined with beams and pavers underneath, just to keep them off the ground so they don't get wet and waterlogged in the rain, dry out a lot quicker. I find it works really well. Skateboarding on wood seems to work, and it just makes sense. Skateboarding, wood, you know. So that's pretty much it. This is my park, my training ground. It's a whole lot of fun. So have an awesome day. Stay gold.